शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। कठोपनिषद अध्याय 1 वल्ली 2 मंत्र 25। यस्य ब्रह्म च क्षत्रं च उभे भवत ओदनः मृत्युर्यस्योपसेचनम् क इत्था वेद यत्र सः। This mantra, there is a literal meaning, but the extended meaning can vary. There are two interpretations that I have come across. First, let me explain the literal meaning. Yasya, of which Brahman, Brahma cha kshatran cha. Brahma means Brahmana. Brahman, not Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Brahma means Brahmana. And Kshatram means Kshatriya. The Varna, Brahmana and Kshatriya. Ubhe Odanaha Bhavataha. Both are Odana, food of the Brahman. And tasya mrityuhu upasechanam bhavati. Not tasya, yasya mrityuhu upasechanam bhavati. Mrityu, death, is upasechanam. Upasechanam means a side dish. Curry is upasechanam. All sambar, dal, it is upasechanam. Chutney, it is upa. Upa means it is not the main thing. sechanam. Sechanam means it is poured. Sichyate iti sechanam. It is poured into the main dish as a side dish. Any curry, sauce, chutney. So in the morning you have upasechanam. What was it? Chutney. Huh? Today no chutney. So, so lunch it may be dal or sambar, anything. So it is upasechanam. So mrityuhu is upasechanam. Mrityu, death is upasechanam. That is Brahman. Saha Atma, that Atma, Brahman, yatra tishtati, yatra, where, Bhashyakara will explain, yasmin mahimni, in which glory the Atma is, means the glory of the Atma, the nature of the Atma. Glory of the Atma is nothing but the nature of the Atma. Iti, ittha kaha veda, ittha, in this manner, means as people like me know, as I know, Yama says, kaha veda, who else can know? Again, the durvijneyatva of the Atma. Atma cannot be known without accomplishing proper sadhanas, proper means of knowledge. That is the idea. So, there is an extended meaning. Brahmacha kshatrancha ubhe odanaha. Brahmana and kshatriya, both are odana. The first extended meaning, Brahmana and kshatriya stand for the whole universe. The whole universe. One might ask how Brahmana and Kshatriya stand for the whole universe. The whole universe is a product of dharma, our karmas. That is what the whole universe is. It is an effect of our karma. And karma is mainly our dharma, the karmas that are enjoined in the Shastra. And the dharma is retained, dharma is protected and sustained by Brahmana and Kshatriya, according to the Shastra. Because Brahmana teaches the dharma. Without Brahmana teaching the dharma, dharma cannot be retained. And Kshatriya has to protect and support the Brahmana to retain the dharma. Therefore, according to the tradition, Brahmana and Kshatriya are the ones who sustain the dharma. Therefore, they are the sustaining factors of the universe. Therefore, Brahmana and Kshatriya stand for the whole universe. Whole universe is the food of Brahman. Odanaha, the food of Brahman. Which means that the whole universe resolves into Brahman. Just like the food resolves into the eater. The food becomes our part when we eat the food. Likewise, the whole universe resolves into Brahman. Therefore, Brahman is Sarva Samhartra. Sarva Samhartra, which swallows up everything, which resolves everything into itself at the time of Pralaya. And Sarva Samhartritva implies that it is the support of everything. In this world, we see that effect resolves into cause. For example, wave. The wave, when the wave resolves, when the wave subsides, where does it subside into? It subsides into the water. Wave resolves into the water. Likewise, the universe resolves into Brahman. That means Brahman is the support of the universe. Just like water is the support of the wave. The wave cannot exist without water. Likewise, the Jagat cannot exist without Brahman. Brahman is the substance of the universe. So, Yasya Brahmacha Kshatrancha Ubhe Odanaha Bhavataha. Brahman is the support of the whole universe, substance of the whole universe. And being the substance of the whole universe, Brahman transcends the universe. The water transcends the wave. If the wave is broken, if the wave is destroyed, the water is not destroyed. Likewise, all the changes in the universe do not affect Brahman. The support transcends the effect. The cause transcends the effect. Likewise, Brahman transcends Jagat. It is the implied meaning of Yasya Brahmacha Kshatrancha Ubhe Odanaha Bhavataha. Then Mrityuryasyopasecanam, Mrityu, death, implies Kala, time. Kalo Jagadbhakshakaha. So death is upasechanam. Kala is upasechanam. It is a supplement, curry, which means that even Kala, Brahman transcends Kala also, time also. Brahman transcends the time principle also. During pralaya, even the time resolves into Brahman. Space and time all resolve into Brahman. The time swallows everything. Kalo Jagad Bhakshakaha. The things which existed yesterday, they are not there today. What happened? It is eaten up by time. The time eats up so many things. Means so many things disappear with the time. But the time cannot eat Brahman. Means time cannot change Brahman. Instead, Brahman eats time also. Means even the time is supported by Brahman. That is why in Shvetashvataropanishad, Brahman is called Kala Kalaha. Kalasya api Kalaha. The time of time. Means time is supported by Brahman. Space, time, everything is supported by Brahman. Therefore, Brahman transcends everything, including time. It is conveyed by the statement Mrityuryasyopasecanam. So, Saha Atma, that Atma, that kind of an Atma which transcends the whole universe, it cannot be understood without special sadhana. Therefore, Itha, in this manner, as I am able to understand, or as people like me are able to understand, who else can know? Kaha anyaha veda. Kaha anyaha means who does not have proper sadhanas. How can he know this? So, it is one interpretation. I have found another interpretation also. Brahma and Kshatra. Brahma and Kshatra both mean dharma, because when one identifies as Brahmana or Kshatriya or any Varna, he becomes the doer of dharma. When there is the identification of Brahmana, Kshatriya, etc., dharma comes into picture. And when there is dharma, there is adharma also. One who has dharma will have adharma also. A person who is entitled to do dharma, he is also entitled for adharma. If he makes a mistake, it becomes adharma. Someone who does not have any dharma will not have adharma also. For example, cow or dog. Dog doesn't have adharma. Dog can eat what it likes. Dog can bark when it likes. Please don't take it personally. I am not intending any person, okay? So even if I say something, people think you are talking about me. I am the dog. Nobody is the dog. No person is intended. I am talking about a dog. That is how the teaching happens. If I don't give any example, teaching is not possible. So dog doesn't have adharma. It has kamachara. It can go where it wants. It can sit where it wants until it is beaten. Kamachara. Kamavada. It can bark as it likes. You cannot tell a dog, you should not bark like this, you should bark like this. It won't do. And even if it barks at anyone or bites anyone, the dog will not have papa. And kama bhaksha, it can eat what it likes. It can eat bone, meat, anything. So kamavada, kamachara and kama bhaksha. All these are allowed for a dog because it does not have dharma and adharma. So when I was saying this in one of the sessions, a gentleman stood up and asked, "You are discriminating against the dogs. I am not ready to accept that dogs are inferior to human beings." For me, nothing is surprising. I have seen so many varieties. So, I told this gentleman, you see our fingers. We have this reciprocal movement of thumb. Only the human beings have the reciprocal movement of thumb. Does dog have it? A dog doesn't have. It cannot move its thumb like this. In fact, no other animal can move its thumb in a reciprocal way. Only the human beings are blessed with the reciprocal movement of thumb. And that is why we human beings are able to do so many things. This is a great advance in evolution, the reciprocal movement of thumbs. Other animals don't have. All fingers move in the same direction. So even from the standpoint of our physiology, the human beings are advanced. We are blessed with the ability to do so many things which dogs cannot do. It is a simple example. Then we have buddhi, we have viveka, ahara nidra bhayamaithunani, samanyametat pashubhirnarana. Ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithuna, all these are common for everyone. Ahara, food. Human beings also have food. Dogs also have food. Nidra, sleep. Human beings also have sleep. Dogs also have sleep. Bhaya, fear. And maithuna. having a relationship. So all these are common for human beings and other animals. But then there is a speciality of human beings. Dharmo hi tesham adhiko visheshaha. Dharma, in some version it is buddhi. Buddhir hi tesham adhiko visheshaha. Both are okay. Human beings have dharma or buddhi. Buddhi means viveka. Dharma, dharma, viveka. We can understand what is right and what is wrong, and we can avoid the wrong and do the right. Dharmena hinaha pashubhis samanaha. One who does not have dharma, he is like a pashuhu, like an animal. He may be a sophisticated person from the standpoint of the world. From the Western parameters, he is a sophisticated person, civilized person. From the Western parameters, we are not so civilized because we eat with the hand. We don't eat with knife and fork. So it is not civilized. We don't dress properly. You are not supposed to wear this kind of a dress, tie and all those things, shoe. So from the Western standpoint, if you are civilized, you should have certain etiquettes, certain manners, then you are civilized. This is all uncivilized here. But from the standpoint of dharma, even if he wears a tie, coat, everything, he is not refined. Dharmena hinaha pashubhis samana. Therefore, dharma, where there is entitlement for dharma, where one is entitled for dharma, he is entitled for adharma also. The animals don't have dharma, they don't have adharma also. So dharma and adharma are for people who identify themselves as human beings. To be a human being as per the Shastra, not a biological human being. Biological human being is different. As per the Shastra, a human being is entitled for dharma and adharma. He should understand his dharma and adharma according to the Shastra. And then he should confirm himself to dharma and adharma. Commit himself to dharma and eschew adharma. It is the duty of a human being. Therefore, Brahmana and Kshatriya stand for people who are entitled for dharma and adharma. Brahman transcends Brahmana and Kshatriya, which implies that Brahman transcends both dharma and adharma. And you can remember the mantra, where Nachiketa restates his question once again. I think 1 to 12, right? Sorry. 1 to 14, yeah. Anyatra dharmad anyatra dharmat. Anyatrasmat krita kritat. Anyatra bhutacha bhavyacha yattat pashyasi tadvada. So, the implied meaning of Brahmacha Kshatrancha Ubhe Odanaha Bhavataha is Brahman transcends Brahmana and Kshatriya. Therefore, Brahman transcends Dharma and Adharma. It is Anyatra Dharmat, Anyatra Dharmat. And this connects with the previous mantra, because in the previous mantra, Navirato Duscharitat is mentioned. One who has not restrained himself from adharma. So, one who has not restrained himself from adharma, he cannot go beyond dharma. Brahman transcends dharma also. And to understand the one who transcends dharma, first of all, one should restrain from adharma. Therefore, Yama says, until one restrains oneself from adharma, one cannot understand the one which transcends both dharma and adharma. That is how this line connects with the first line of previous mantra. So, Anyatra dharmad anyatra dharmat is conveyed by Yasya brahmacha kshatrancha ubhe odanaha bhavataha. Then mrityur yasyopasechanam. Mrityu is upasechanam. Mrityu implies kala, implying anyatra bhutacha bhavyacha. It transcends bhuta and bhavya, transcends the three times. And from this we can include anyatrasmat krita kritat also. What is asked by Nachiketa, the same thing is being told by Yama. So, such Brahman, kaha Veda, ittha kaha Veda. How can one understand in this manner? See the Bhashya. Yastu anevam bhutaha yasya atmanaha brahmacha kshatrancha brahmakshatre sarvadharma vidharake api sarvatrana bhute ubhe odanaha ashanam bhavataha syatam sarvaharaha api mrityuhu yasya upasechanam iva odanasya ashanatve api aparyaptaha tam prakrita buddhihi yatokta sadhana rahitah san kaha ittha ittham एवं यथोक्त साधनवान इव इत्यर्थः वेद विजानाति यत्र स आत्मा इति. So the two interpretations that I explained, they are not evident in the Bhashya. Bhashyakara does not explicitly say them. So he is giving more of a direct meaning of this verse. Yastu anevam bhutaha. Yaha anevam bhutaha. Anevam bhutaha refers to the last line of the Bhashya. Yastu duscharitat virataha indriyalaulyaccha samahita chittaha samadhana phaladapi upashantamaanasaha cha acharyavan prajnanena yathoktam atmanam prapnoti ityarthaha. So, someone who has all the sadhanas that are required for Brahmajnana is described in this line of the Bhashya. Duscharitat virataha, etc. On the contrary, yaha tu on the contrary, yaha anevam bhutaha, one who does not fit this description, one who does not have these sadhanas, na evam bhutaha, he is not of this nature, he does not have these sadhanas, he cannot know the Atma, that is the idea. Why he cannot know the Atma? The reason is described in the first half of, so in this mantra. Yasya atmanaha brahmacha kshatrancha brahma kshattre. Yasya atmanaha, of this Atma, brahmacha kshatrancha brahma kshattre. What samasa? Dvandva samasa. Itaretara dvandva. Both Brahma and Kshatra are neuter. That is why Brahma Kshatre neuter. And Brahma and Kshatra are Sarvadharma Vidharake api. They are Sarvadharma Vidharake. They sustain all dharma. Sarvadharma, the dharma of all varnas and all ashramas. Everybody's dharma is sustained by Brahmana and Kshatriya. Brahmana sustains the dharma by teaching the dharma and reminding the dharma to others. And Kshatriya sustains the dharma by protecting the people from the people who entertain adharma. Sarvadharma vidharake api, being the sustainer of dharma, they are great. Therefore, sarvatrana bhute, they are the protectors of everyone. Sarvatrana bhute, they are the sustainers of everyone. Therefore, Brahmana and Kshatriya are great. They are prominent in the universe, in the Dharmika society. They have their own prominence. Brahman is greater than them also, transcends them also. Ubhe odanaha, both of them are odanaha, means ashanam, food. bhavataha is equal to syatam. It is the main food. Brahmana and Kshatriya are the main food of Brahman, staple. Then there is a supplement, chutney. What is the chutney? Mrityuhu. Sarvaharopi mrityuhu. Mrityuhu, which is sarvaharaha, which removes everything, which destroys everything. That kind of mrityuhu. It is very powerful in the world. One of the most powerful is mrityu. Yasya upasechanam iva. Yasya upasechanam iva. Odanasya upasechanam iva. It is like upasechanam of the odanam. The supplementary dish, supplementary cuisine of Brahman. Ashanatvepi aparyaptaha. It is upasechanam. Bhashyakara takes an implied meaning. Ashanatvepi aparyaptaha. It is not adequate even for being main food, even for being the staple. It is not adequate. That is the insignificance of death in front of Brahman. How insignificant death is in front of Brahman. Upasechanam implies the insignificance of death. For a Brahmajnani, death is very insignificant. For everyone else, death seems powerful, but for a Jnani, death is very insignificant. It cannot cause fear. So Brahman transcends death also. Tam, that kind of Atma, here anevam bhutaha will connect. Yaha anevam bhutaha, the anevam bhuta, one who does not have the qualities implied by the previous mantra. Prakrita buddhihi, anevam bhutaha is equal to yathokta sadhana rahitaha, one who does not have the sadhanas that are mentioned in the previous mantra. Prakrita buddhihi, why he does not have sadhanam? Because he is a prakrita buddhi. His mind has not undergone samskar. His mind has not undergone the refinements that are prescribed by the Shastra. Means he has not accomplished chitta shuddhi. Sun being so, kaha, who, ittha, ittha is equal to ittham, in this manner, equal to evam, in this manner, means like yama. Yathokta sadhanavan iva, like the one who has the sadhanas, as mentioned here. Veda, so itham, that is the meaning of itham. Yathokta sadhanavan iva, like the one who has all the required sadhanas. Veda is equal to vijanati. How can he know? One who does not have the sadhana, how can he understand the Atma? Yatra saha atma iti. Yatra means yatra svemahimni, in which glory of oneself the Atma abides. Here yatra does not really convey a locus. Yatra conveys the swarupa. Yasmin mahimni atma tishtati, in which glory the Atma resides. In which glory? It is figurative. There is nothing like Atma is residing in some glory. It is not so. It is the very nature of the Atma. So, it is a reminder of a line in Chandogya Upanishad, chapter 7. Where does the Atma reside? What is the place where the Atma resides? What is the support of the Atma? One might ask this question, because everything in the world has a locus. It stands on a locus. The table, the pot is standing on a table, and the table is standing on another table, and the other table is standing on the floor in the room. The room is in a place on the earth, and the earth is standing in the space. Earth is in the space. Where is the space? Space is in Brahman, because Brahman is the support of space. Up to this you can ask, where is it, where is it, where is it, where is space? Now you cannot ask the question where. Where is Brahman? Space is in Brahman. Earth is in space. Space is in Brahman. Where is Brahman? There is nothing further. No further support. Support of Brahman does not exist. Therefore, Chandogya Upanishad says, Sve mahimni tishtati. Brahman is standing in its own glory. Means it is its own support. It does not have another support. So that is reminded by the word yatrasa atma iti. Where that atma stands. This understanding does not arise, does not dawn without proper sadhanas. Therefore, to understand the Brahman properly, one should work for accomplishing, cultivating all the sadhanas. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.